Costco is one of the leading retailers in the wholesale and retail space. And it is probably the best retail stock, or one of the best retail stocks to consider buying and holding for long term. Hey everyone, my name is Howard. I am an entrepreneur, recruiter, finance professional based in San Francisco, California, and Tokyo, where I talk about things related to professional development, finance, upping your professional IQ. So if you'd like to hear about that kind of content, don't forget to click and subscribe and ring that bell to get updated on weekly new content coming at you every week. So let's get right into the video. Now, there are several things why I think Costco is unique unto itself and makes it a great stock to consider buying and holding. And we're gonna go over those right now. And the first is let me just give you some background. Costco is trading at about $800 per share right now. It's incredibly is almost double the amount last year, what was trading at around $480 per share. It's now around the 800 mark. So kind of gives you an indication of, regardless of the kind of ups and downs of the stock market this past year due to the federal interest rates, increasing inflationary pressures, and those types of outside factors, Costco has remained a very positive and growth stock over that time period. And if you look at the 5-year annualized return over the 5-year mark versus the S&P, where it returned about 30% annualized return over that 5-year period, and if you look at the S&P, was compared to about 13%. So outstanding, bashed the S&P significantly, and they're just a great stock to invest in. And let's go over let's go over these reasons. One is the membership. Costco versus its competitors like Walmart and Target have an annual membership that you have to be a part of in order to enjoy the benefits of being a Costco member, and that comes in the form of lower prices for bulk goods and other retail stores at that price. And that membership is what's driving a key growth for its profitability. Now, those membership fees are actually passed on to the consumer in terms of lower prices, so it's a win-win situation. And the membership has been renewed by most members at a 90%. So they have about a 90% renewal rate on their membership, which is a good indication that the company is doing well, and it's just customers are happy, and that's why they're renewing their membership with Costco. Now, expansion right now, as of this date, which is May 26th, 2024, they have about 875 stores or more, and 70% of those stores are located in the contiguous US. Outside of that, the locations are in places like Asia and Europe. Now, I personally live in both Tokyo, Japan, and San Francisco, California, and we do have some Costco stores in Japan. And let me tell you, there is, just being a member of the Costco in Japan and seeing the foot traffic, the loyalty to Costco, the immense love for Costco, it just gives you an indication that this is a company that's doing things right. They plan to open 30 new stores by the end of fiscal year 2024, which is really good news. Now, aside from the expansion, they have a rock solid management. They just put in a new CEO who actually has been a long time Costco employee for over 30 years, and his name is Ron Vakers. He actually started out as a forklift operator and just moved through the ranks. So that type of kind of commitment to its employees, and to show that basically anyone, regardless of the position that you came when you first started, has a chance at becoming upper management, and this guy became CEO. So this guy knows his business. They know how Costco operates, and what really is going to kind of move the business forward. Now, if you don't know, they actually started selling some unique items, which include gold bars earlier this year. They have been known for kind of the bulk goods, kind of the consumables area, but they have been branching out into kind of high-tech consumer electronics, other things like gold bars, and the retail part of the e-commerce part is also a good part of the business. It's not the major part of the business, but it is driving revenue, and it's doing quite well. Now, outside of the strong management is the earnings report. Now, earnings, they've been just doing fantastic. They actually have announced a rise in revenue from 9.9% from a year earlier to over $26.2 billion. Wow, that's great news. And that was bolstered obviously by holiday sales, membership growth. The growth and expansion of the business globally is also an indication of where the business is going. And finally, what you should consider is Costco is committed to paying its stockholders through cash dividends. Now, earlier this year on January 12th, they paid actually a special cash dividend of $15 per share, which is great. If you were holding, let's say, 1,000 shares of Costco stock, well, you're already in a good position. You would have about 800 grand. But out of those 1,000 shares, they would have paid you $15,000 on dividends alone, which is great. And they pay very consistent quarterly dividends to its shareholders. They're trying to share the profitability in the company, which is a good thing. It's great that the company is so invested in its shareholders that they're willing to share the profits with the people who work with them and invest with them. So those are some of the reasons why you should strongly consider investing in Costco stock. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to click and subscribe. Get future content on stocks, investing, career, those types of content. And don't forget to click and subscribe because it goes a long way in supporting the channel. Until next time, take care.